Welcome back to Try Test Tour Australia. Today we're going to be showing you how to service a 2011 Toyota Crown Hybrid. So let's get straight into it. So the first step to doing any oil change or service is to get the car up on jack stands on the ground, but in this case we're going to use a hoist. So let's start by lifting it up. So we've located the oil plug here. On the Crowns it's a 14mm socket. So let's get this undone. So once you get it loose and it's getting close, just be cautious not to just drop it out, and make sure you got your bucket ready to catch the oil. So now that the oil is draining, just keep an eye on it as it's draining so you can move the bucket so you don't get oil over your floor. And once it's empty, we can put the plug back in and fill it up. But it is also good to check the O-rings on the plugs. Sometimes they do need a new one if the car's really old, but in this case it looks alright. So as you can see, the oil's just finishing dripping out now. We did take the cap off on the top of the engine. It's a good idea to do that just so that the oil drains out fully and a little bit faster. In terms of the condition of the oil, it's a little bit dirty, but it makes sense for the age of the car. It's over 10 years old now. The car didn't come with these service books, but it did come with all the warranties and manuals, and it's meticulously looked after. But yeah, for the age, the oil looks as you'd imagine. So now that's finished draining out, we'll put the plug back in, tighten it up, and then we'll get the new oil in there. A good thing to do before you put the plug back in is just give it a wipe down with a rag, and also take the washer off and wipe underneath that, just so you can ensure that it's still fitting flush. There's not going to be any leaks after that. And before you put it back in, good idea to wipe around the hole too and make sure it's going to be sitting flush, because the last thing you want is an oil leak. But now that that's done, might let it drip out a tiny bit more, but then we'll start screwing this one back in. Okay, so the recommended oil for these cars is Valvoline 15W40 synthetic technology engine armour. So we're going to bring the car down now and fill her up. When filling up your engine, it is a good idea to use a funnel just so you don't spill any oil onto your engine block. Just start pouring the oil in slowly, and oh my goodness, look at that. That is the most satisfying thing ever. Now, when you're filling it up, make sure you don't just pour the whole jug in. Remember to stop and check the engine oil level, because you do not want to overfill your engine. If you overfill the engine, you will have to drain some out, and that is an annoying job, so just check it. In this case, it looks like it needs topping up a little bit more, so we're just going to put the dipstick back in and add a little bit more oil. In this case, the engine did end up requiring the whole 6-litre jug. And as you can see there, it came up about halfway on the dipstick, which is perfect. So that's all done. Now it's a good idea, before you put the cap back in, give the threads a little wipe. Just make sure there's no extra grot or debris in there, just so we get a perfect tight seal. Once the cap is nice and tight, just give the engine bay a little wipe down, just to make sure that there's no extra residue. So that's the job done. It took roughly about half an hour. It's a pretty simple job to do. Of course, if you're doing it on jack stands, it will take a little bit longer. And ensure when you do that, you do use the jack stands as well as the jack, so that you're as safe as you possibly can be. Thank you very much for watching Try Test Tour Australia, and I will catch you later.